It's the 302 Sports Friday night downstate game of the week. Welcome to Delaware's premier high school football pregame show, brought to you by Sodell Concepts, 12 chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in southern Delaware. Now let's go live to your host of the Sodell Concepts pregame show, Benny Mitchell.
Let's not forget this quarterback game. He's 67% of his passes with 4 touchdowns. At this time, 4 yards. In fact, they passes to 79% against the defensively, all Eagle games, Eagle Park, Massive Wilson, I think we're going to see that same type of packaging for Smyrna. Folks, when we come back, you take a look at the Arena Stelly Players Watch for tonight's game. You're watching the Southern Concepts pregame show here on Live Sports. Take a look at the beach and Louis Stelly. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Soto Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon. I'm Scott Kammer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Krusty Craft in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located just south of the Movies at Midway on Coastal Highway, Krusty Craft specializes in wood-fired pizza, homemade pasta, fresh salad, and unique appetizers. Krusty Craft also has an extensive beer list featuring local and award-winning craft beers. The Culinary King prides itself on using fresh ingredients and serving beautiful dishes. Krusty Craft open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner on Coastal Highway in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Cameron.
And we'll be back. Let's go to tonight's Arena Stelly Players Watch. Arena Stelly, 7 locations throughout the state. Arena's Cafe on Highway 1 Rehoboth and Lewis at the Village Park at the airport in Georgetown. We'll start with the Smyrna Eagles. Just so you guys will watch here tonight. First one we'll talk about is number 12 quarterback, Aiden Sanchez, a senior. And next, number 25, Roy Knight, who's in this show. Last year, now he's with the Smyrna Eagles, and he's a nice addition to their receiving. Let's talk about the Cape Henlopen Football. Sorry, I sent you some game notes and I slipped up on you there. We're going to start with the quarterback number 2, Hank Gibbons. Coming up, we'll break down tonight's game.
Scott Laura from Soto Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a wine spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Scott Cameron from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coat Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coat features indoor and outdoor dining. It serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
Welcome back to Lewis, Delaware. You're at the beach, folks. You're watching the Southern Concepts pregame show. Delaware Live Sports, powered by Pregame Sports. We're getting closer to kickoff. Tonight's downstate Friday night game of the week. It's time for the X's and O's. Let's talk about what do the Vikings have to do tonight to be successful. I think number one is they have to establish line dominance.
I think so. I would close down their splits. Smyrna's in a 3-man line, and they're bringing a linebacker too. They have the size. I think it's another.
Don't play behind the chains thing. I think you get to the second and almost third. They did a little bit of that last week. They kind of lost a little bit.
You're exactly right. They can't be in those long situations.
And lastly, I think Kate checked it out. Score first. They did that last week, but they got all that. Score first, set the tone, and not just set the tone, change the
Play on that emotion. Pick it up. That's what they did. They've been to the state finals. They've won. They've been beaten every year in playoffs. I think it's just what it takes to be.
Folks, we're going to take another commercial timeout. When we come back, it's going to be close to kickoff. Circle court, what the conditions are here to play. Many folks, Benny Mitchell and Jim Pack here on the Delaware Live Sports, and kick out the downstate game of the week. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Stevie from Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, coastal Mexican cuisine with some of our specialties like blackened fish tacos and the short rib cheesesteak burrito. Come grab a seat at our garage door bar with great water views and homemade margaritas. With happy hour specials and taco night every Thursday, Papa Grande's is the perfect place for dinner with your family or drinks with friends. Papa Grande's, located in Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Stevie from Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, coastal Mexican cuisine with some of our specialties like blackened fish tacos and the short rib cheesesteak burrito. Come grab a seat at our garage door bar with great water views and homemade margaritas. With happy hour specials and taco night every Thursday, Papa Grande's is the perfect place for dinner with your family or drinks with friends. Papa Grande's, located in Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon. Hi.
And welcome to week 2 of our Pigskin Picks here on the Delaware Live Sports channel. I'm Benny Mitchell, Trey Mitchell. We're going to go around the Henlopen Conference and we're going to pick the winners for this week's game. Trey, we were 7-0 last week. 7-0 and four home teams won. We talked a little bit about playing on the road in the advance, and it seemed we didn't have one game, but 4 of the home teams won, 3 road games. Let's see what we got going around the Henlopen Conference for this week. And we're going to start off with some non-conference games, and it's going to be 7 o'clock kickoff in Felton. We're going to start off with the Battle of the Spartans. The St. Mark's had an impressive showing last week, beating Conrad 36-6. Preseason, I had Lake Forest to be in the mix this year, but Spartans graduated a lot of their big men on the line from last year, and when football started back up, some key components are missing. They hung around against an experienced
Cape
model
Henlopen
team.
welcomes you to Legend Stadiums.
The third quarter sparked by the Bulldogs was different. If Lake Forest plays 4 quarters,
coming out
four full quarters, they could win this. But I'm taking the Spartans up north in this one. I'm taking St. Mark's.
Yeah, I'm always high on Lake Forest. I think they have a good program. They find ways to win games. But like you said, they lost a lot. There were some key components missing. So I'm going to definitely have to go with St. Mark's here until Lake Forest can prove they can play 4 quarters.
And let's go to the other one game you're going to be at. 7 o'clock kickoff. It's the Kent County game of the week with Glenn Frazier. Nick Halliday will have the call. With this short season, this is a week 2 state tournament elimination game, possibly 5-2. Could be tough with a 7-game schedule getting in. Both teams suffered big losses last week, with Dover giving up 40 points to Smyrna, and the Sal's allowing 35 points to Malvern Prep. With only 2 home games on the schedule, Salesianum will have to become road warriors this season. I see the Sal's getting that started this week with a win. I'm taking Salesianum.
Yeah, I mean, Dover's always dangerous. They played well to start with Smyrna. When Smyrna got rolling, but Dover's still very dangerous. They're at home. They're going to come out with a high-powered offense, but I think Sally's, they played a tough Malvern Prep team. I think Sally's is going to be the road team here. They're coming as a road team here, and they're going to get the job done. They're going to win.
Let's move to some Northern Division games. I'm hearing this game might be postponed. Nothing confirmed yet. 7 o'clock kickoff in Woodside. It's the Tech Bowl. Polytech they'll spend most of this season getting the football program back on track, while Sussex Tech looks to be in a sort of a rebuilding year of their own. Both teams getting used to new head coaches, new systems. After being shut out last week by Caesar Rodney, the Ravens will look to get their offense rolling, and I think they will. I'm taking Sussex Tech this game.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, both teams are rebuilding a little bit. Like Polytech, because of injuries last year, had cut the season short, which is sad to see. But probably the right decision to keep those kids healthy. I like Sussex Tech here. I know they have a new head coach and all, but they've always had a solid program. I like Sussex Tech.
Big Northern Division battle between two 1-0 teams. It'll be on Old North Road. Caesar Rodney hosting Sussex Central. 7 o'clock kickoff. The Riders had a strong defensive performance in their 14-0 win over Sussex Tech last week. But the offense may very well need to produce more than 2 touchdowns if they're going to best the Golden Knights in that wing T offense. Sussex Central was slow getting out of the train going last week, but they did find the end zone 3 times. Caesar Rodney struggled with their PAT game last week with 2 mishandled snaps. Sussex Central, 3 solid place kickers on that team. This game could come down to an extra point, possibly a field goal, advantage Golden Knights. I'm taking Sussex Central.
Wow, sounds like a homer call to me. I'm going to go with my alma mater here. No, this is a great game. I think it's going to be an awesome game. I do like the Riders at home here. I've always been high on Sussex Central as well. I think they have a great offense with defense always comes to play. But I think you made a good point about Caesar Rodney's defense stepping up last week. And I think that'll be the key for them if they win this game. I'm going to take Caesar Rodney.
Your mouth kind of shut.
Yeah, Caesar Rodney, Sussex Central, we're going to take our alma maters here. So I guess that's my fault for saying something. Welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School here in Lewis, Delaware. As we're getting close to kickoff. I bet Mr. Wendy Friday Carter is my broadcast partner doing that. Little Marvel on the camera, Dave Marvel gathering the stats for us tonight. Your halftime and post-game stats. We brought to you by Scott Smith of Edward Jones Financial Advisor. This is Scott Smith on Main Street in Somerville. Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Making sense of investing. Now it's time for the Green Lane Turf Report. And we're playing on artificial turf, and not just artificial turf, brand new artificial turf.
See mine?
The weather conditions cold down here. It's 48 degrees at kickoff, the 9-mile winds, 9 mile coming off today. So it's going to bring those temperatures down a little bit. Jim, what are you looking forward to coming up here tonight?
I'm looking forward to see what Cape is going to do defensively. But is he watching? I think they've had some time to prepare. No, he's connected now. Yep, we're good. They excited for this passing attack. And it's always exciting to watch Smyrna. It'll be fun.
So we're waiting on Chris Smyrna back to the field. We're going to ask you to kick off here in the Down State game of the week. Delaware Live Sports. Powered by 32 Sports. Game on day at 11:30. Now they have to call Andover. Slate's Annam. Andover. Conference game kicks off tonight. That game here at 0-1. That could be a potential state tournament elimination game.
That's not about it. I mean, the other one is, boy, look.
Cape captains are number 33, Curtis Wells, number 72, Lucas Rupert, number 2, Hank D'Ambrosi, and number 21, Jaden Davis. Captain for Smyrna, Aiden Sanchez, number 12.
We had the audio adjusted.
Smyrna won the toss and will receive.
Northern Division game here in Lewis. Cape Henlopen Football game. All gold uniform.
Hey, can you
Smyrna.
If everyone will please rise, remove your hats and your helmets for the playing of for the singing of the national anthem. Please welcome Jackie Johnson.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streamed.
Hey, how do I turn the camera mic down without turning my audio down?
And the rockets spread glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say
I did that. That's what I have. That's how I have it. But the camera's not picking. The camera was picking up. I just went and changed the analog. You think that'll fix it?
Good luck to both teams.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Hey, so hard and tough. All right, we're gonna go off time. Hey, can you hear me okay? Okay. During the warm-up, the only thing they show was 3-3, huh?
Deck to Ambrosi to kick off from Cape. Back deep is number 2, Devin Smith.
Mike? Yeah. You got me?
Smyrna will start 47 yard line.
it's barely moving. What do you mean, check my thing? Yeah. It's at 0. Now. Now I'm getting bars. I think it's from the camera. Yeah. Oh, you want? Hold on. You want it on analog now?
Chancellor Johnson, Jane Davis back deep.
Okay, put it on analog. All right. Okay, now there's no sound. Okay, there's something coming out of my mic, but I can't tell. I can't tell.
Christian Galva on the tackle. Being kicked first down on 32.
Testing 1, 2. I don't think so. Delete what? Okay. All right, hold on. Move it over. Hold on. Yes. Yes, it looks like it's working. All right, but hey, tune in and make sure we got sound. Hey, just can you go in and make sure we have sound? We're going to start talking. All right, thanks. Okay, I think we fixed it. Okay, folks, sorry about the audio issues. Jim, give us a quick recap of what happened there with Smyrna's touchdown.
Three passes, 18-yard to 20 yards apiece, and we had a screen pass for the touchdown, and that was taken in by Knight. I just got to find, yes, I'm sorry, Ymir Knight. And then they went into the earthquake for the 2-point conversion, and Wayne Knight scored that, outran the corner. What's happened here is Cape has come out in the power I, and they are controlling the line of scrimmage and driving the ball right down the field very impressively. Smyrna had moved up into, it almost looked like a 6-man line, which is a good adjustment, but Cape's doing a good job here moving it.
I saw them in the pregame for Smyrna Ride. They're really working on a lot of some unbalance they were going to early on, and then their power formation. And this is J.D. Maul back when he was at St. George's. He ran a lot of power. He didn't have it when he wasn't blessed with throwing quarterbacks. And he comes from a 2 tight end power offense guy.
And Davis gets a nice gain. He really, and it's something we talked about in pregame, he gets into the hole fast before they have a chance to recover. And I think they're in a little bit of shock right now and taking a timeout. And Cape has to run on this emotion right now.
So we're going to stick right here. Thanks, Jim, for catching us back up while we were fixing those audio problems. And new equipment, and like I said, I'm not a technological guy, but I learned a lot talking on the phone tonight, and some of you may have heard it over the air. But we got sound, and we got football, and we got the Delaware Live game of the week. And right now, Smyrna leads Cape Henlopen 8-0. And last week Smyrna they were slow starting last week too, Jim. It was 8-7 at the half. So, we might see a little bit of that again tonight.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it has to do with being the visiting team, and I don't know. I'm not making an excuse for anybody, but they did start slow last week, and then boom. But right now, to me, the story is Cape Henlopen moving the ball with the power eye.
Yeah, the Vikings moving from right to left in the all gold, and they are in the red zone. They're in the Lasher's red zone, ladies and gentlemen. Lasher's barbecue, and Lasher's barbecue. They're getting piggy with it. So here the Vikings with their first chance in the red zone tonight, and it looks like maybe a little time out for the Smyrna Eagles as they stop that play for a loss. And here's where Cape is. We talked about getting behind the chains. Here they are on like a second and looks like 11, maybe 12.
Cody Dean, big fella up front, coming through, making a stop in the backfield. And they have he and Elijah Stratham, two big down guys in the front there. So it's going to be pounded out here a little bit.
That kick goes to a stack there on the left side, and it's going to be D'Ambrosio rolling out, looking into the corner of the end zone.
He made a great catch.
Nice catch by.
He went for what a great catch.
That was number 24, Jordan Baines, with the touchdown. And it's Cape Henlopen getting right in it, right off the bat, answering the touchdown by Smyrna.
I mean, I think the young man from Smyrna was kind of waiting on it, and Baines went up and just took the thing, got his toes down. Great play.
So the Vikings showing a little different formation here, and they're going a little trick play coming out of it. They got a man open in the corner and through the back of the end zone. And it's no good, so it's going to be 8-6 Smyrna. We're going to take a commercial timeout, Jim, our first one in action here, and we'll be right back. And we got some Barclay Hegan Air scores coming up for you after this timeout, folks. We'll be right back.
Wow. Yeah, they're better. They're better.
And welcome back. And right off that commercial by Barclay Heating and Air, we have some scoring updates. First quarter action, it's Delmar 7, Seaford 0. And up in Camden, Caesar Rodney 7, Sussex Central 0. So Caesar Rodney jumps out first to the lead. The Riders looking to turn things around this year, Coach.
Yeah, they had some great close games last year, and that's a big one for them to get up early. Just like we said here, look at the emotion of, like you had talked in pregame about riding the emotion, and Cape right now, nice job on the opening drive.
And one thing about Smyrna with that constant going for two, they put you in that position where you have to do things that you're not used to. And that ball is going to go through the end zone for a touchback. And the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And Coach Stack, while I want to thank Nick Halliday for getting us through this sound issue we've had the past 2 weeks. I know he worked hard on it all week, and it may have been I may have plugged something in the wrong thing. I also want to thank in our Lewis studio, just about a mile away, my wife Krista Mitchell getting us up and running, making sure we knew. And my good friend Charlie Wilson, big Smyrna fan, and he has been letting me know what's going on with the sound. So thanks to all those people that got us up and running. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Sanchez in the shotgun. Knight goes in motion. Empty backfield. Sanchez takes a snap, has Knight open at about the 30, and he takes it back inside, out to close to the first down at about the 35-yard line.
See, and that's something that the defensive back was off about 10, 11 yards, and he's just going to take the guy that has the most room. They may have to bring that safety up a little bit.
2nd and inches for Smyrna. They're in an empty backfield. Sanchez looking downfield, lets it rip. He's got Knight in double coverage, takes the bump and the catch, takes it inside the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Smyrna. And they strike that one pretty fast this time, Tack.
Wow. No, that didn't. It's unbelievable. I mean, I thought he was going to take the short one And he knows the matchups he has, and just another tremendous reception by Knight. Something else.
So Smyrna will go for 2.
And that one we have in it, 85 or, no, excuse me, 75 yards, I think.
I tell you, with this game tonight, with the way Smyrna's throws the ball around, Dave Marvel better have a couple extra pencils. So
And a calculator, no offense.
Earthquake
No
formation. Ymir Knight switches sides. High snap. Knight pulls it down, and he finds the end zone for the extra point, and Smyrna goes up 16-6. So, folks, we're going to take another commercial timeout. We'll be right back with more of your Friday night downstate game of the week.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that. Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here. Ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity. Something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual. It's a challenging market.
And welcome back to Lewis, Delaware. 16-6, the Smyrna Eagles lead. They'll be kicking off. Another Barclay Hegan there update score. First quarter, St. Mark 7, Lake Forest 0. And the kick goes to about the 15-yard line, taken by number 23, Chancellor Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds at around the 30-yard line, where the Vikings will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Let's see if they can answer again, Coach. Like you said, power formation. They took it right down the field. It seems like they really like that right side on that first drive.
Well, and that's the side where big old 72 is. And he can move some people.
Dover Center's up 3-0 on Salesianum. D'Ambrosi under center. And fakes the toss. Looks like a counter coming back the other way, but Smyrna has sniffed it out. Couldn't get a number on that tackle. 34, Elijah. I don't have a
Stratham.
Okay, Elijah Stratham.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, the little inside counter, and what Smyrna's decided to do was just get penetration. I'm surprised they went away from the power I.
Loss of 3 on the play brings up a 2nd and 13 for the Vikings. Now they go back to their shotgun formation. D'Ambrosi takes a snap, and he is under pressure and sacked by number 41, Bonnie Johnson. And we talked about in the pregame that Smyrna's going to bring that same level of attack on defense.
Yeah. When they opened up to a little bit of a spread look, they brought some people up on the line, and Johnson with a great move, broke down his feet, and D'Ambrosi really didn't even have a chance after he got the ball. 3rd and long. Maybe it's time for their screen pass that they throw across.
It's going to be a 3rd and 22 for the Vikings. And there it is. Little bubble screen, but caught by number 15. Nowhere to go. Javon Burton, and they're going to be punting.
Yeah, and Robert Wiley, number 4, put a lot of pressure on, and D'Ambrosi wasn't even able to really get his shoulders around. But screen was the right way to go.
And back to punt is D'Ambrosi. So the Vikings an impressive first drive. In the second drive, the Smyrna obviously make some changes, but you can do that when you substitute 11 more guys. You got time to talk with those first 11.
Yeah, you're right, and that's the advantage Smyrna has. They can platoon on and off.
D'Ambrosi in punting formation. And we're going to have a whistle on the play. believe we might have a delay game. So delay game on Cape's going to drop him back. D'Ambrosio might be punting out of his end zone here. That makes it a 4th and 27.
I was going to say, nobody had moved the ball back yet. He's going the other way, now he's coming back.
4th and 27 for the Vikings, and D'Ambrosio is feet in his end zone, so he'll be punting out of his own end zone. 2 back deep for Smyrna. Right about the 45. High snap.
No.
We had that problem last week.
Hit the crossbar last week.
And D'Ambrosio able to get it off. It's going to bounce around the 35, cross the 40,
It's
across
a
the 50.
great roll.
And it's going to get that turf bounce down inside the 40 to the 38, where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. So D'Ambrosio didn't panic. He just went back, got the ball, and made it happen.
No, he doesn't. He's amazing, but for some reason, when they get down the goal line, the snaps get a little higher. And I told you last week, I had never seen a ball hit the crossbar.
Right.
That was a long, long snap.
So 1st and 10 for Smyrna. Empty backfield for the Eagles. Oh, no. There's Knight next to him. Lost him there. So Knight in the backfield next to Sanchez. It looks like Sanchez might be changing the play.
Yeah, see, if we look across, you can see that safety is off. A good 10 yards on the other side.
Knight moves into the formation, moves up next to Sanchez. Sanchez takes a snap, quick
That's
throw
where
in,
he throws it.
and incomplete.
And that's what he's doing. He's just looking for the biggest space.
Tended for number 9, Knight. Brings up 2nd and 10.
One of the things he can do is maybe they can roll that safety up and then just before the snap, back him out of there to get him in a secure position.
2nd and 10 for Smyrna. And this time Smyrna empties the backfield. Sanchez all alone in the shotgun. Knight goes in motion next to Sanchez. Looks like he might be changing the play.
Safety's rolled up a little bit.
And it's a handoff to Knight going off the left side. And, initially was pulled by the jersey, but breaks the tackle, breaks 2 more, and he's got the 1st down. Wells on the tackle.
That is what you call wiggle. And you don't have very much time to celebrate.
1st and 10 at the 50 for the Smyrna Eagles. Empty backfield again. Sanchez takes the snap, looks downfield, has a man open. That's number 8, Ymir Knight, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown for the Smyrna Eagles.
50-yard touchdown pass.
Sanchez tonight for 50. I have to tell you, the Lashers aren't going to be very happy because Smyrna doesn't spend a whole lot of time in the red zone. They just kind of run through it.
We may have to get the 50-yard barbecue or something.
That's
going.
right. Their red zone inside the 40, right?
Yeah.
But again, Lashers Barbecue, they sponsor the red zone after this 3rd Smyrna touchdown. Lisa and Sean Lasher,
Penalty.
they're getting biggie with it.
I couldn't believe you said that the first time.
Yeah, that's true. She gave me that.
Getting picky with it. That's good.
I tell you, Jim, if you're ever down Long Neck Road in the summer and the fall, or early fall, you got to try it.
Yep.
I'm telling you, it's some good cooking. So Smyrna in the earthquake, going for their 2-point conversion.
Earthquake again, which is their tight set.
They sort of
5
take their time,
seconds.
right? And it's going to be Wayne Knight again. He's in for the score. That makes it 24-6 for the Smyrna Eagles. And we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. We're going to talk to my buddy Dwan Johnson from John Johnson State Farm. We'll be right back, folks, with more of the Friday night Downstate Game of the Week.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. In life.
And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School here in Lewis, Delaware, where your score, Smyrna Eagles 24, Cape Henlopen 6. First quarter action, and Sanchez coming as advertised, Coach.
Absolutely. I mean, it's over 200 yards of offense already, and there's 350 left in the first quarter. Yeah, he knows the offense. He finds the soft spots.
Short kick, and it's going to be taken by number 43, Gavin Felker, and that's where Cape will have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. And that's another thing Smyrna do. They'll take some chances with those onside kicks. They'll give you that field position at midfield.
Yeah, and the other thing, they'll use all 4 downs. They don't have to punt. They'll use the 4 downs. I think once they get up around the 50, they're not afraid to go for the first.
So 1st and 10 for Cape Henlopen at their own 47, we'll call it. And they're going to go back to that tight formation.
This may be the reverse.
Nope. And it's going to be up the middle with Davis, and he may have lost a yard on that play. Make a 2nd and 11, and he was hit as soon as he got to the line.
Belly play. And Cape does have some different people on the D-line, Benny.
Okay.
They have put some, and that's a good adjustment. They last week had most of the O-line in there, but they've made some moves this week, which is smart, but they're going to throw that much.
2nd and 11 for the Vikings. I formation. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. D'Ambrosio under center. And second man through is going to be Davis. Makes a cut, gets to the right side, has some running room, makes a second cut to the edge, and he's going to be close to the first down.
That was the counter tray, and that's the play that Davis runs the best. He sits back, waits for that guard to kick, tackle the wraparound, and then he accelerates upfield. So a nice run for Davis.
1st and 10 for Cape Henlopen. Ball at the Smyrna 48-yard line. I formation, 2 receivers to the top of the screen. D'Ambrosio, second man through is Davis. He finds a little bit of room. He gets skinny, and he gets it out across the 35. We're just going to bring up 2nd and short for the Vikings.
Very nice run.
Looks like they've shortened those splits a little bit there,
Yep.
Jim.
Yep, and you run on that right side. Rupert will dig anybody out. So it's a nice move.
2nd and 3 for 2nd and 2 for the Vikings. I formation, 1 receiver to the far out. Next they might be going power I. A little confusion in where they want to be. And go I formation, wing to the near side. Davis through, the second man through. He makes a cut, got the first down inside the 30. 1st and 10 for the Cape Henlopen Vikings.
Great cut. Went off the block. His step out of the cut is extremely good.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. Ball at the 28-yard line of Smyrna. And nothing else, Jim. They're keeping Smyrna's offense off the field.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Leave that
We
clock run.
We got 4 scores, and we're still in the first quarter.
Yeah.
With a minute 30 to go.
Okay, this is, let me see, the double wing set could be the reverse.
There's Burton in motion. And fake by D'Ambrosio. Has a man open in the flat. And that's 21 Davis. He's going to be down inside the 10-yard line for another Cape Henlopen first down.
That was a that play was made by the quarterback. He had a great fake that held people, and then it came out on the edge. Really nice play by the quarterback. Good call out into the flats.
So here we are in the Lashers red zone. First and goal for the Vikings. Ball at about the 7-yard line. Motion again. This time he's going to take the handoff. And there was nobody out there watching D'Ambrosio. I don't know if you watched it on the fake, Coach.
Yep, he was. That may come back here real fast.
Under 40 seconds to go. Second and goal from the 5 for Cape Henlopen. The air is starting to get a little cold, Coach.
It is getting cold. Last week we had sunglasses on and shorts.
D'Ambrosio goes under center, I formation, slot to the top of the screen. And D'Ambrosio, it's going to be Davis. And they're going to stand him up inside the 5, where it's going to be third and goal for the Vikings.
Counter tray, just hit it a little tight.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Folks, your score at the end of 1, the Cape Henlopen Vikings 6, the Smyrna Eagles 24. We'll be right back after this timeout with some more scoring updates on the Barclay Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's is a little seafood shack on Coastal Highway serving lunch and dinner daily, featuring seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-inspired nightly specials, along with a large selection of craft ales, cocktails, and our extensive wine list. Matt's is a perfect place to enjoy dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or lunch in the lobster room. Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. See you soon.
Barclay Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First State Favorites winner. Barclay Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barclay are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barclayheatingandair.com.
And welcome back to Lewis, Delaware on the campus of Cape Henlopen High School as we kind of start the second quarter. Vikings third and goal.
Wishbone.
Oh, hit in the backfield. I believe that was Davis. It's going to bring up fourth and goal for the Vikings. Couple scores in the around the conference on the Barclay Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard. Sussex Central now leads Caesar Rodney 8-7. Salé Zanum 14-3 over Dover, and Delmar 14-0 over Seaford. And we're going to get a timeout here by Cape Henlopen. 14-0 Delmar Seaford. I don't know if the Henny South is a little more competitive than we thought, or Seaford. I know they got a little better with Coach Mark Quillen taking over.
Well, that's right. That's right. Yep, their goal was to rebuild that thing and get it back.
Lost 25-12 last week to Indian River, and they're down 14-0. And that was I believe that was an early kickoff. No, it was a 7 o'clock kickoff. It's in Delmar. So, tell you what, they got to be at least first quarter, second quarter. So Seaford kind of hanging in there. And interesting to see what Mark Quillen does. We saw what he did with Sussex Tech for years. Won a conference title there. And now he's over at Seaford. And I tell you what, he's reached back into the rich history. Just following some of their social media stuff. And the first thing he did was he went and cleaned up the pit, the old players' room, locker room, and put up the state championship banners and wants the kids to know about the rich history of Seaford.
Yeah, I followed the articles. I thought it was really interesting, and to have somebody with that kind of success go back and just want to take care of home was pretty interesting.
So here we go, fourth and goal for the Vikings. Number 24, Jordan Baines. Okay, now he's coming in. Look like he was back behind the quarterback. And now off the timeout, there's some confusion how they want to be set up. Falahu is in the backfield. That's a big body in there for him. But a little bit of confusion here, Coach, on this 4th and goal. And it's going to be, pulls it out, passes, incomplete pass for the Vikings. So the Smyrna Eagles hold, and will take over 1st and 10 from their own 5.
Not a bad. That was closer than people realize, I think.
Well, I think number 15, Javon Burton, was coming back for the ball, so he was coming right at it. And I tell you what, D'Ambrosio wings it. I mean, he threw that ball hard.
He does.
So 1st and 10 for the Smyrna Eagles at their own 5-yard line. So long drive for the Vikings, and no points to show for it. And we're going to get a offsides on Cape Henlopen. That's their 3rd penalty of the first half. So that makes it a 1st and 5 for Smyrna. That's the last thing you want to give them is free yards. Empty backfield for Sanchez. Knight goes and readjusts. Now we have trips to the bottom side of the screen. Sanchez drops back, little bubble screen. That's to Jermaine Earl. And nowhere to go. Made a step back and lost a yard. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 5.
Nice stop that time by Chancellor Johnson, who read that. That's a gutsy call, dropping back in your end zone.
Right.
That
Chancellor
deep.
Johnson, he's a transfer from Sussex Tech. He came back home.
Okay.
He was a Raven last year. So here we go. 2nd and 5. It's like Knight in the backfield, trips to the top of the screen. And then Knight goes out there and gives him a little quad look.
Yep, they're in the quads, and Benny is just a lot of distance.
Yeah.
There's a little confusion.
And we're going to get a timeout for Cape Henlopen Vikings. And we'll go ahead and take one with them, folks. We'll be right back. Your score with 10:45 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Smyrna Eagles 24, Cape Henlopen 6.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School as we come off the Cape Henlopen timeout. 2nd and 5 for the Smyrna Eagles.
Back in quads, Benny. Empty.
Sanchez takes a snap, little stop pattern by number 7, Denham Smith, and he's got enough for the 1st down for Smyrna. So, Coach, I mean, they can go long. They can dink and dunk. They're just a hard team to defend.
Yeah. And you can hear the coaches from Cape trying to move people up a little bit when they're on that quad set.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Sanchez with Knight to his right. Takes a snap, and that's a handoff to Knight. Goes off the left side. There's a flag on the play. I think this might be coming back.
Yep. Preliminaries holding.
So that's the first penalty, I believe, on Smyrna tonight.
We had a bucket load last week in our game.
Yes, we did.
Whoa.
And that was, that was your first
opening week.
Opening week would normally be about week 5 or 6. So holding penalty on the Eagles. It's going to be a 1st and 20, and a lot of games, the defensive coordinator would be happy with with the 1st and 20, but not with these guys.
Oh, no.
Sanchez alone in the backfield, quads to the top of the screen. Knight comes back to no, that's correction, that's number 21. Dominic Galvin comes back to the backfield. And here comes another screen. There it is, and it's going to be into the ground. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up a 2nd and 20.
Good pressure by the interior of the line. The offensive linemen got out of there a little bit too fast, and they pressured, but Sanchez did a nice job of just grounding that ball.
2nd and 20 from their own 9-yard line. Empty backfield for the Eagles. Sanchez takes a snap. Quick pass out to number 20, Michael Romeo, and he's going to get out to about across the 15, about the 17-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 12.
Yeah, good stop. They kept them in front of them. Still gives them 2 sticks.
Third down for the Eagles.
They have a back hiding. Okay, now he's moving out.
Knight, he's going to move out to his right. Looks like we're going to get a change on the play. Knight moves back to the backfield. 3rd and 12 for Smyrna. And under pressure, and it's a screen to Knight. Catches it about the 15, out to the 20, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. Looks like going to bring up a 4th and 3. And let's see if Coach Judy will roll the dice here.
Yeah. Sneed with some pressure there to, they retraced their steps, made a nice play on the screen.
4th and 3 for the Eagles at their own 32. And unless it's a quick kick, that looks they're going for it.
Yeah.
You do have Knight sneak up there underneath. And then he moves out of the formation, trips to the top of the screen.
Looked
and
like
a quick
little
pass out to Knight, and that's going to be enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, there might have been a little movement there, but obviously the official didn't think so. I thought the offensive lineman got an early start.
1st and 10, 8:24 to play here in the 1st half. 1st down for the Eagles. Knight on the wing, moves out to a little trips formation, empty backfield for Sanchez. Checks to the sideline. There might be a change in the play. Sanchez takes the snap, looks left, quick pass out to Knight, and tackle made by Davis. He picks up about 5 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 5.
Davis on a nice reaction, kept the gain to minimal.
Second and 5 for the Eagles. There's Knight again sneaking up in that formation. Looks like the Vikings want to bring pressure. You talked about that earlier, Jim.
Yep. It's been good to them, especially on the screen.
Hand off to Knight. He's picked up in the backfield.
Nice blitz.
Number 85, Nathan Horn on the tackle. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, they're being aggressive. I like it. Yeah.
3rd and 8 for Smyrna. Approaching 7 minutes to play here in the half. They lead 24-6.
And now they have 6 in the box. They're just trying to, they're outnumbering them in the center guard gaps.
Sanchez rolls to the right, and he's going to run it. And he's going to slide down about the 39-yard line, bring up a 4th down. So that's going to bring up about a 3rd and looks like 4. Or excuse me, 4th and 4.
That chased them. This new walk-up pressure they're given is forcing them to change some things.
You know, with this Smyrna team, you talk about when it's 4-down territory, it's when they have the ball.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
4th and 4 for the Eagles.
They like to use now. They have there's room over here, Benny.
Quad
There's
to the
room.
bottom of the screen this time.
And there's room.
Knight moves back to the backfield, switches the formation.
Inside man is open, Benny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're about 15 yards off there.
Yeah.
And there it is. Throws out to number 11, Devin DeMoe, and he's got the first down. First down for the Eagles.
Yeah, they're going to have to move up on him when they're in empty. He'll pick that all day for 7 yards.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 44-yard line. Empty backfield for Sanchez. 3 to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. Sanchez takes a snap and has Jermaine Earl incomplete. Broken up by number 4 for the Vikings, Keyshawn Mansfield.
Nice play by Mansfield.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Earl had to reach out a little bit there, and he was met right away.
I don't know if Sanchez was looking for him to take off on that, or
I don't know.
Same formation for the Eagles. 2nd down. Drops back. There's that screen to number 2, Devin Smith, and he's going nowhere. And on the tackle, number 34, who I don't have a 34. Daniel Saez, number 29. We talked about him in the pregame. We talked about him on offense, but maybe he could make a difference on the defense tonight.
That behind the line screen has turned into a little bit of a long pass for them. I don't know if he's just going back a little far, but it's giving the defense time to react.
They have their 4 receivers to the bottom of the screen this time, 3rd and 12. Knight moves back to the backfield, trips to the bottom.
6 in the box.
A little bit of a high snap there, but he's able to get it down. Knight gets it across the 45 to about the 46. He's going to bring up 4th down and 9.
I am not having a 77.
I'm getting some text that some of these numbers may not be matching up with names for the Smyrna Eagles, so that's the roster we got. It came off their website. Try to see if I can have my good friend Charlie Wilson letting me know. He says Statham is not on this team, but he's on their roster.
4th down.
4th and 8, and looks downfield to Earl. Broken up.
Play.
Keyshawn Mansfield on the breakup. And that's going to be a turnover and downs. Cape Henlopen is going to take over at midfield.
Tell you what, Mansfield broke through the ball, did a nice job. They held them. They mixed up their defense. They showed walk-ups. Then they'll show walk and bail out. Pretty good mix.
So ball in Smyrna territory, and we're going to get some Barkley Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard scores. Man, they're going back and forth, and they're doing it in odd ways. This is adding up like a big baseball game. Caesar Rodney now up 10-8 on Sussex Central. It looks like Caesar Rodney may have been hit for a safety and then got a field goal. Handoff up the middle. And that's going to be Davis on the trap. He's got enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And also Slaziano now up 21-3 over Dover. And I'm hearing Sally's may be without their quarterback got hurt in the walkthrough from what we were told.
Oh, my goodness.
Pregame. So not sure if that's true. We'll find out. You can go to our other YouTube channel, and Glenn Frazier and Nick Halliday on the call there in Dover. 1st and 10 for Cape Henlopen.
Nice run again by Davis. I love the way he gets up into the line.
Ball at the Smyrna 31.
Here's the reverse.
Oh, there it is. Number 23, Chancellor Johnson. And he's inside about the 15.
Nice time to call it.
And that's
Carson on the stop. Excuse me, Benny.
That's going to put us in the Lasher's Barbecue red zone. Lasher's Barbecue out on Long Neck Road. Best pit beef you're ever going to taste, folks. So if you're ever down in this area, give them a shot. 1st and 10. Under 2:30 to play here in the half. Hand off to Davis, cuts it back, and he's going to get maybe a yard on the play.
Yep, cut it up a little short before the trap man.
Second, let's see if the flags are moved. So no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings in the red zone for this is the 3rd time tonight.
Yeah, they're hanging there. They're hanging. They don't have the points to show for it, but they have played well.
Cape goes to a little pistol formation with a slot to the right. And D'Ambrosio pulls it out, pulls up, makes a pass, incomplete pass. Intended for 33 Wells. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Minute 51 to play here in the half.
And he had two guys in the end zone, one in the short flat. So they had a flood of 3 receivers in that area, and that reverse out like that holds people.
And we're talking about a kid that's probably maybe in his 10th game of football in his life. And there he was, eluding a tackler and steps up and throws the ball. That's great awareness. That's just being an athlete.
Wide twins, Benny.
And D'Ambrosio going to roll out, drop back. There's his screen to Davis. It is sniffed out right away. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Loss on the play, loss of about 3, bring up a 4th and 13. Let's see if they go to D'Ambrosio. He can kick from this distance.
Stopped that time by Crutchfield. Patrick Crutchfield. One of the outside linebackers.
Okay, 34 is Statham. So we're going to attempt what we got here, Coach? 37-yard field goal?
Yep.
And Cape's going to take a 3rd time out. And we're going to stay right here with the action with 1:14 to go. I think Dave's going to take this opportunity to do some adding while we have a little break in the action.
He went to a roll of paper, like a crab paper roll. He's writing like crazy over there.
D'Ambrosio hit from 43 last year, so he can kick from this range. I think the wind has died down. Yeah, the flags are kind of laying down right now, so if there is any breeze, it is in his face.
Now, oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? I think we're back into a play, Benny.
Yes, we are.
I think they changed their mind.
So 4th and 13 for the Vikings.
45 leaking out of the backfield.
A little bit of a rollout. Looked like it may have been attempted an option, but incomplete. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Smyrna. Turnover on downs. So flurry of scoring in the first quarter and no scoring here in the second.
Minute to go, first half.
Folks, coming at the half, we got the Scott Smith Edwards Jones Financial Advisor sponsoring our halftime stats. We may have a little delay getting them done today because
Dave will be ready.
Dave Moore, he'll be ready. He'll have them ready. Maybe about the 5-minute mark, we'll see.
Marvelous. He'll have it ready.
1st and 10 for the Smyrna Eagles. Knight over on the wing, trips to the top of the screen. He steps back into the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Knight, left side, makes a move outside the 20, across the 25 to the 30. He's going to be run out of bounds, enough for a 1st down for the Eagles.
Davis on the stop. His 3rd stop of the evening. Active on both sides of the ball. Their 2-minute offense that they run all the time.
1st and 10, minute 1 to go. Trips to the top of the screen.
Nice move putting him out there.
Sanchez looks downfield, comes out on a little out pattern. That's Knight, and he's going to get out of bounds at about the 30, call it the 38-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Davis again on the stop.
Tell you what, props to the Smyrna offensive line, because other than the screens, Sanchez has not seen much pressure.
Right.
2nd and 5 for the Smyrna Eagles. Ball at their own 38-yard line. Knight moves out into the trips.
Knight moves, I like that.
Yeah, Knight moves. Yeah. Sanchez under some pressure, throws, caught by Knight, keeps his feet, running back across the field.
He has some blockers.
Breaks the tackle, and nobody's catching that young man. That's going to be Wayne Knight inside the 5. Touchdown, Smyrna.
That was just a freaky physical play. He went down, put his hand down, came back up, picked up blockers. Wow. Ay, what a nice player. Wayne Knight.
We saw this show for 4 years with Big Brother Will. And you get a ticket to the Delaware game, you can still see it. He's now a Blue Hen, so.
Gotta love when he stays home.
I'll say Knight is coming out of the formation. Getting a little breather. Checking in, it's number 21, Dominic Galvin. So again, Smyrna will go for 2, and they're 3 for 3 so far tonight. But this time, Knight is not. He usually runs that wildcat for him. Flips the formation. Ymir Knight takes the snap and going to hand it off, and they're not going to get this one. So no good for the Smyrna Eagles. We're going to take a quick timeout with 36 seconds left to play in the half. And your score, Smyrna 30, Cape Henlopen 6.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that.
Yeah.
Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here. Ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity. Something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual.
Yes. And welcome back to Smyrna, to Cape Henlopen, where the Smyrna Eagles lead 30-6. Coming up at the half are Scott Smith's Edward Jones financial advisor, halftime stats. Scott Smith played with me at Sussex Central, so you Sussex County folks, get on down there to Main Street in Selbyville and see Scott Smith, the former Sussex Central alumnus, Army veteran. Talked to him this summer. He told me, I asked him how he got into this. He goes, just sometimes there's not a whole lot of stuff to do when you're deployed, and I kind of learned for myself.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
36 seconds to go. Smyrna kicking off. They lead. And there's the ball kicked on the ground. It's going to bounce and go out of bounds, which will be an illegal procedure. And if I'm Cape, I'm not re-kicking. I'm taking that ball right there at 35.
Yeah. They were close to being offsides also. That could hurt them when they get down in the playoffs if they're not able to press that ball downfield further on the kickoff.
I noticed over the past couple of years, until we saw Sussex Central last week, not a lot of high school teams kick deep anymore.
No. I understand the knuckleball. Let it rip down the middle. That's tough to control.
This kicker we saw last week, he put 2 that rolled and stopped inside in the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yep.
I mean, I thought the kicking game was a big difference in that game last week.
Yeah.
And you had the punt that rolled inside the 10.
What were we told? They have 3?
They have 3 kickers.
3 kickers, yeah. Soccer players.
All 3 soccer players.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Vikings at their own 35-yard line. D'Ambrosi in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his left, has a man open. That's Burton. or excuse me, Baines. He's going to get a pickup of about 3 on the play. He's going to bring up a
Brought down by
2nd and 7.
Carson.
D'Ambrosio throws down the sideline.
Nice ball.
Incomplete pass.
You ought to, I give them credit. They didn't just come out and let the clock run out.
Right.
They're still attacking, so good for them.
7 seconds left to play. Brings up a 3rd and 7. You know, another thing about D'Ambrosio, he came out for football as a freshman and got pressed into action right away. But I think before the midway point of the season, he was playing quarterback.
Wow.
Trips to the bottom of the screen. Davis in the backfield. And he's going to be flushed out under pressure. And he's crossed the 50, inside the 40, makes a move.
Nice run.
Inside the 30 and going to be taken out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And that's going to bring the half to an end. No flags on the play. Folks, that's halftime. Your score at the half. The Smyrna Eagles 30, the Cape Henlopen Vikings 6. We'll be back with the Scott Smith Edward Jones halftime stats. All right. Yeah, Central 14, CR 10. That's going back and forth. St. Mark's 13-7. Sally's 21-3. Yeah. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 2020 Cape Henlopen Marching Band, led onto the field by drum major Megan Irving and assistant drum major Mackenzie Vitolo. Tonight, the Pride of the Cape will be playing Dream On, followed by Stevie Wonder's Superstition, the fight song, and our alma mater.
What's up? Yeah.
Local sports now. A great game last week for our Sussex County crew. Cape Henlopen traveling to Sussex Central to take on the Golden Knights, and a nice kickoff here, getting everything started for Sussex Central. Great kickoff, lands at the 1 yard line, and that's going to have some bad field positioning to start for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Great job by that kickoff team for Sussex Central. Later on here in the first quarter, Sussex Central a chance for a field goal attempt here from Juan Justiniani. And he's going to have a nice snap, a nice hold, and he's going to bury that to put Sussex Central on the board first, 3-0 later on the first quarter. At the 24, they'll turn and give to Philip Stratton, who cuts it up, makes a couple defenders miss down the sideline, and he gets into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. You may see that again here on our 302 Sports top plays. Stratton takes a 24 for the score. Then Cape Henlopen to answer. They have it at the goal line. Jaden Davis takes the carry up the middle. He gets into the end zone for the Cape Henlopen touchdown, and just like that, 11-9. Though Sussex Central to answer on the other way, turn and give up the middle to Dion Stevens, who takes it in for the score for Sussex Central, 17-9, the way of the Golden Knights. Extra point is good, 18-9 again. Then they're going to turn and give it to Stratton one more time, a little bit closer to the end zone this time around, but it wouldn't matter. He takes it in anyway. His second touchdown of the evening. He would be your player of the game. 24-9. Cape trying to answer again to Jaden Davis, again at around the 8 yard line. He takes it in for his second score of the night, and just like that, we have a game again here in the fourth quarter, 26-17, and that would be it, though. That's as close as Cape Henlopen would get, as Sussex able to hold on at home with a 26-17 hard-fought win over Cape Henlopen. Sussex Central, they advance to 1-0. Cape, they fall to 0-1.
$126.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Crust & Craft in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located just south of the movies at Midway on Coastal Highway, Crust & Craft specializes in wood-fired pizza, homemade pasta, fresh salads, and unique appetizers. Crust & Craft also has an extensive beer list featuring local and award-winning craft beers. The culinary team prides itself on using fresh ingredients and serving beautiful dishes. Crust & Craft open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner on Coastal Highway in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Stevie from Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, coastal Mexican cuisine with some of our specialties like blackened fish tacos and the short rib cheesesteak burrito. Come grab a seat at our garage door bar with great water views and homemade margaritas. With happy hour specials and taco night every Thursday, Papa Grande's is the perfect place for dinner with your family or drinks with friends. Papa Grande's, located in Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that. Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here. Ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity. Something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual.
Okay, ready? And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. Benny Mitchell here with Jim Tack. And Dave Marvel has added them all up. Did a great job. And we have some halftime stats to you, brought to you by Scott Smith. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Please, folks, please excuse the typing all over the page, but my fingers are cold. It's cold up here. So let's start out with the Smyrna Eagles. Total yards tonight, 344. Sanchez has 308 through the air, 36 on the ground, 10 first downs, no turnovers. And for the Cape Henlopen Vikings, 159 yards of total offense, 33 in the air, 126 on the ground, 8 first downs, and no turnovers. And individually, Jaden Davis for the Vikings, 14 carries, 86 yards. Knight, 5 for 28. And receiving-wise, Wayne Knight, 4 catches for 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ymir Knight, 6 catches, 99 yards and a touchdown. Baines has a catch, a 16-yard touchdown for the Vikings. Dan Brogy, 5 of 9 for 33 yards and a touchdown. Sanchez, 15 of 19, 308 yards and a TD. And we said earlier, Sanchez came as advertised.
Yep. Yeah, he probably has about 25 more throws in him. Like 43 last week.
Got to keep him on a pitch count.
They probably have to ice him down. You're right. I guess the question I asked you went off the air. Where did the power eye go?
Yeah. Well, they got stuffed in that second series down here in their own half. And it's kind of like I don't know, did they hit the panic button? Did they decide to, because that put them down 2 scores? And,
Yeah, but they moved the ball right down the field on that thing. And with the way that Davis gets into the hole, and he's tough.
Yeah, he's running well tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what is he? He's over 100, right?
No, he's at 86.
Or 86. And for a half work, that's pretty good on the ground.
Yeah, he didn't get to 100 last week. And he had a good game last week.
Yeah. So I'm they go back to that. And the other thing is, you're going to work the clock a little bit. And I just thought their emotion that they had after that drive would carry, but then they went to some other stuff. And I get it. They thought that they would adjust and stop it. But hey, good time to come back after it now, open up the second half when they haven't really had time to sit and talk about it at halftime because they went away from it.
I want to thank Scott Smith of Edward Jones Financing. He sponsors our halftime stats. And get down there to Main Street and Selbyville. Let him help you with your investments, making some investments simple. I'm going to be headed down there. I talked to him earlier this summer, and problem with your wife being a teacher, there's not a lot of days. You got to wait till November when the holidays start popping up. So I'm going to get down there and let him do a little bit of work with make me rich, hopefully.
There you go, man.
You got to do something in retirement, you know what I'm saying?
I'm watching grandkids.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm watching Cats. So we've had that talk on a football game before. We're not going to go Cats tonight. Matter of fact, we're going to take a commercial timeout so we don't go that way. So, folks, we'll be right back.
Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First State Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com. Barkley Heating and Air. Barkley's can work on all brands.
Yeah, welcome back. Let's get some of those Barkley Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard scores. Delmar 27, Seaford 0. So Delmar starting to heat it up a little bit down there in the town. Too big for one state. Sussex Central, Cesar Rodney, they're going back and forth. 14-10, Sussex Central currently leads. St. Mark's leads Lake Forest 13-7. I thought that was going to be an interesting game. And last we have Slays Annam leads Dover 21-3. That we're not watching it, but that that CR Cape game or CR Sussex Central game was 7-0, 7-2, 8-7, 10-8, and now we're at 14-10. So they're scoring in all kinds of ways up in Camden tonight. So a minute 23 to go before we're back playing football here in Lewis. Coming up, we have the Juwan Johnson trivia question. It'll be Henlopen Conference oriented.
Now, what did you say? The town too big for one state.
Yep.
Now, see, I'm from Pennsylvania, so you come up with these every week, all these local isms, and I just laugh.
Half of Delmar is in is in Maryland, half is in Delaware. And if you ride down Main Street, Delmar, the cars on your left will have Maryland tags. The cars on your right will have Delaware tags. It's split right down the middle.
And do they follow the schools that way?
If the school's in Maryland, it's Wycomico County.
Okay.
If it's in the state of Delaware, it's Delmar School District.
Okay.
So and only the high school, middle school are in Delmar.
I never heard that before.
Another one for you, Bridgeville.
Yeah.
If you lived here, you'd be home now.
I see that sign all the time.
Okay.
I see that sign. Yeah.
But be here all night, folks.
Yep.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's put 12 minutes on the clock. Third quarter getting ready to start. Cape Henlopen will have the ball to start the third quarter.
I'm excited to see how we're going to open this up. We know what Smyrna's going to do. That's not going to change.
Right.
Their foot's on the throttle.
Like we said.
They don't need brakes.
Let her rip, baby. Let her fly.
That's what they do.
Coming up at the end of the game, we will have the Louis Pizza Player of the Game. Our crew will get together and give you that. And then it's going to be Jim Tack's favorite.
The bug.
Active Pest Control Pest of the Game. And last week it went to a player from the losing team. So see what happens here. But there's a lot of candidates out here tonight.
Cool.
Here we go. Ready to kick off to start the third quarter. And the ball's away. And it's going to bounce right about the 20 and go out of bounds. So that'll give Kate the ball at the 35, 1st and 10. (30-6), the Smyrna Eagles lead. And they had a 30-some point third quarter last week.
Yes. Huge third quarter. So if that was a slow first half, watch out.
Again, I want to thank Nick Halliday getting us up and running with the sound thing. As you know, we've had a lot of technical issues with the sound, but like I said, we finally got it rolling. And he worked hard all week and to get it going. So we have a penalty right off the bat.
Well, it went out of bounds.
Okay, that's right.
And somehow they almost went by that.
And we gotta wait to get the chain set.
What the?
And there we go, chains are set. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. I formation. And that's a handoff to Davis, and Davis is going to push ahead, pick up about 3 on the play, bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, a little bit of a counteraction. Davis gets up in there pretty quick. It was interesting. Rupert and the big nose guard that they have were back here behind the line of scrimmage, rolling around a little bit.
2nd and 7 for the Vikings. I formation. Twins to the top of the screen. Davis again. And he's going to push ahead to about the 44-yard line, gain of 2 on the play.
It's really even hard to see who makes a tackle because there's such a pile.
Right.
Smyrna's changed up. They're in a, I would call it a 6-2. They have 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and they have 2 outside linebackers on the edge, and it looks like they're ready to come right now and playing cover 3 behind it. Now
3rd and 6.
4-4 now with a waggle.
Little play action, looks downfield, has a man open. Big hit by number 3, Troy Hicks. But it's enough for a first down for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Caught by Wells on the play.
Nice. That was a nice throw. He stood tall, set his feet, and ripped that thing. Very nice. Loves to hit the drag coming across the middle.
So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Ball at the Smyrna 42-yard line. Twin wings with Davis in the backfield. Motion handed off to Davis. Has some running room off the right side and brought to the ground by number 5, Eric Larson. He's going to bring up 2nd down. Gain of 5 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 5. Vikings break the huddle.
Making progress here. They're
Same
moving.
formation, double wing. Davis behind. D'Ambrosio in the backfield. Baines goes in motion, handoff to Davis again. They're finding some success on that right side.
That little belly play with a reverse pivot out. There's another helmet off. We were talking about that at the break.
Yeah.
We just weren't sure what was happening. That, if you're going to take a helmet off somebody, Davis is the one you want to make him go to the sidelines.
Right, at least for a play.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
on 3rd and 3.
I don't know if there's something going on there, but
they're coming off both ways.
They're coming off both ways. I don't get that.
3rd and 3 for the Vikings. Ball sitting on the Smyrna 35-yard line. 30-6 is your score. Smyrna with the lead. And again, same formation, tight formation, double tight end. Well, a little split here to the left, but motion. Oh, he's trips coming out, tripped over a lineman, and that's going to bring up a 4th down loss on the play. And he almost regained his balance there, Tech.
Yep. Yeah, and that's Johnson again with a play behind the line. He had a sack earlier, and now is right there with the Ambrosi. But he would have had some room to get out on the edge.
4th and 6 for the Vikings. Ball at the 38 of Smyrna. And I believe the breeze has died down just a little bit here, Jim.
Yep.
It comes off that bay, boy, you can subtract 10 degrees from everywhere else in the state. Shotgun for D'Ambrosio. Looks to the right, lets it go, has a man open, connects with, looks enough for the 1st down. That was Burton on the catch. 1st down for the Vikings. Just a little stop pattern there.
Yeah. Ziante on the tackle. And they're moving the ball. They're mixing it with some short hitches.
Ball down to the Smyrna 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And they're going to stay split to the right, double wing. Motion comes back towards. Oh, he falls down again and ball on the ground.
Yeah.
And recovered by Davis. I don't know if he's tripping over his center's foot or if he's just getting blown back or what.
I don't know.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 12.
There's a little bit of a mismatch in size. Cape Center is not real tall, and I just wonder if those guys are.
That young man from Smyrna is that?
No. They got some heavyweights in there.
So they're going to go slot this time with go back to the shotgun with Davis next to the left of D'Ambrosi. 2nd and 12, and play action, throws back to Baines, drops it on the ball.
Called it incomplete.
Yeah, I thought that was close.
Yep.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 12 for Cape Henlopen. 6:51 to play here in the third quarter.
It's a shame because there are 2 or 3 plays where he tripped coming out, and don't know what could have happened there.
3rd and 12. And stay in the shotgun with Davis to his left. Danberger takes the snap, pulls it out, moves left, drops back, looks down the right side, has Davis open, and he hauls it in.
Nice.
Touchdown. Danberger to Davis.
Nice backside route. He took the fake and then sprinted down the backside, and the eyes of the D-backs were into the backfield. Now, and D'Ambrosi stopped right at the perfect spot to launch that. Good backside route. Nice job, Cape.
Real wheel route is one of those hard to cover in high school football. You know, you're trying to match up with the receivers, and next thing you know, here comes the guy off the play action. On the kick is number 16, Austin Carey, the senior. He takes care of the point after duties. Snap hits the ground, gets it down and up, and it's good. That makes it 30-13, folks, and we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back with more third quarter action.
Hi, I'm Scott Cower from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's is a little seafood shack on Coastal Highway serving lunch and dinner daily, featuring seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-inspired nightly specials, along with a large selection of craft ales, cocktails, and our extensive wine list. Matt's is a perfect place to enjoy dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or lunch in the lobster room. Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. See you soon.
Welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School here in Lewis, Delaware. Third quarter, 6:41 to go. The Vikings strike, and they trail Smyrna 30-13. They'll be kicking off. Coming up after the game, we'll have our Louis Pizza Player of the Game and our Active Pest Solutions Pest of the Game. A couple double awards will be going out at the end, and then we'll have those guys up on social media hopefully tonight. So D'Ambrosi kicks it deep, and we just talked about not kicking the ball deep, and he boots it through the end zone. And, you know, they find a defensive spot for him. He doesn't leave the field.
Right.
He does a little bit of everything for him.
There's been an injury out in the middle here. I'm not sure if it's Sneed, 36. I'm not.
Folks, we'll take a quick commercial timeout. We'll come back with more third quarter action.
Some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Home has never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship for an amazing value. Create your new home that will serve you better. Create a Capstone home.
And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. The injured player was number 36, Taquan Sneed, a sophomore. He's able to walk off under his own power.
Yeah. Now, Rupert's not on defense this time, and Dahl is. Smart move.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Smyrna. Empty backfield, trips to the top. Knight moves back into the backfield on the formation. And then quickly, Sanchez puts him back. Sanchez takes a snap, drops back, looks downfield, down the middle of the field. Just off the fingertips of Wayne Knight. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He was behind his guy, Interesting to see if they can. They're ready to go.
Yeah,
they are ready to go, and they're being kind and waiting.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Knight moves back to the backfield. Gives us slots to both sides of the field. And boy, they use the whole field, don't they? Motion. It's going to be a handoff to Knight, right side. Makes a move. Slips out of a tackle. Cuts. Goes across the 42, across the 50. Makes a move back to the inside. Spin move. And he's going to take it inside the 40 for a first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, they just missed 2 tackles at the line of scrimmage. They had it well defensed.
And back rack, ready to go. And now
They're missing people.
I think we might have something with the equipment going on. I think they're checking.
There's only 9 people out there. Here come 2 more. There's still going to be.
One Cape player is back down here looking for his mouthpiece.
Oh, okay.
I think we had an equipment issue there with Smyrna. So clock's running. 1st and 10. Ball in Cape territory at their 36-yard line. And somebody got a head start there. So that's going to bring it back 5. It's going to bring it back 1st and 15. .6:10 left to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Now here's where you can see, and this is by no means criticism, but the D line getting a little tired,
Right.
and you watch they're gonna bend from their waist up.
Right.
They're not gonna come across. And I tell you, the kids are going both ways.
Right.
And you play what you got.
So 1st and 15 for the Eagles. Sanchez has running back to either side. That's the Knight brothers. High snap, brings it down, throws it out to Ymir Knight, and he's looking for a little running room. He picks up about 5, picks the penalty, cuts back inside. He's got the first down, and he's going to take it down to about the 20-yard line, where it's going to be first down for the Smyrna Eagles.
Wells on the top. That's amazing. He gave him the fake and threw him the
threw
ball.
And that's going to put us in
There you go.
the red zone, the Lasher Barbecue red zone.
Best barbecue on earth.
Oh, man, I had the ribs last time I was down there. I had to change it up a little bit.
Oh,
and they're good, too. Empty backfield, quad to the bottom side of the screen. Knight moves back into the backfield. And some play action, throws incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
That's some pretty good pressure that time by Filayu, if I'm saying that correct.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. And
I think that's how you
45, but he came off the ball pretty good.
2nd and 10 for the Smyrna Eagles in the Lasher's red zone, the Lasher's barbecue red zone. Pistol formation with Knight behind him. And Knight's going to move up to his right. Motion coming from the far side. And it's going to be a little counter to Knight. Cuts back to the right. Wrapped up and brought down finally by Filayu. And that's going to be a loss on the play. Something that doesn't happen with Knight very often.
No.
Brings up, going to make it a 3rd and 12.
It was designed to be a counter, and he thought he had something back the other way. Burton coming off with a little bit of a limp at first, but maybe not here.
Little bunch to the top of the screen. Knight's going to move up in formation and drops back, looks down the right side of the field, has his man open. Touchdown, number 2, Devin Smith.
Woo!
And that was a dime.
That was on the mark.
36-13 for Smyrna. And again, they'll go for 2 on the extra point. We've talked before, Tag, in the past seasons, how some folks get upset with them going for, but they go for 2 all the time.
Yeah, well, that's their offense.
Yeah,
that's what they
how
do.
they
And,
do it, yeah.
It's your job to stop them.
Right, it's not their job to stop
That's
them.
right.
So Knight in the Earthquake offense. And a little play action. Knight takes it off the right side, and it's good. 38-13. We're going to take a quick commercial timeout, folks. We'll be back. Your score, Smyrna 38, Cape 13.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
Never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship for an amazing value. Create your new home that will serve you better. Create a Capstone Home. Home has never.
And welcome back to Lewis. 38-13 is your score with the Smyrna Eagles leading. And this is kind of how they do it. It's just that, that little slow drum beat. Next thing you know, boom, they're up a couple touchdowns, 3 touchdowns on you. Smyrna to kick it off. 4:16 to play in the third quarter. So we probably have a penalty.
Must have been on the extra point.
Must have been. It's a 15er.
I'm sorry.
So unsportsmanlike on the Vikings. Must have been something we missed on the.
Yeah, I did not see that.
So apparently there was an ejection. So something happened on that extra point. And kicks it deep and hangs it right around the goal line. And that's going to be Davis. He had a couple returns last year. And that's going to be out of bounds on the play. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cape Henlopen Vikings.
What's really funny is
we got a flag down out at the 10, so we're going to have another unsportsmanlike.
It's going to start.
That was 40, Cole Moyer, the freshman. And number 1, Stephen Dyer, is bringing him back to the sideline. So 15 yards for Cape as it's going to move the ball out to about the 35-yard line. But it'll be 1st and 10 when they take over. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They're on their own 36. And going to be a toss out to 21 Davis. He's got some running room. He's going to pick up about 6 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Porter and Cody, 36, the down lineman, on the tackle. He's a big boy. They're hanging around the nose, 36.
2nd and 3.
And I was impressed. He came out, ran the line of scrimmage pretty well.
Bunch to the right, motion out to the sideline with D'Ambrosio in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolls to the right, and looking for incomplete pass. Looking for number 23,
and
Chandler Johnson. And we have a flag in the backfield.
I think there was a late hit on the quarterback.
So roughing the passer. It's going to make it a 1st and 10.
They had a move on the inside, and they brought Dean around the outside, nose guard. They had a little twist move, and it got them free.
3:14 to go here in the third quarter. Third. Well, so they're going to be offsetting penalties. So it's going to be 2nd and 3. So here we go. 2nd and 3 for the Vikings. Ball at their own 43. Bunch formation to the top of the screen. Pitch out to Davis. Davis temporarily stopped in the backfield, but makes a move and gets out of bounds, enough for a 1st down for the Vikings.
Again, showing his ability to pick the hole, accelerate.
Couple of scores here on the Barclay Heating Air out-of-town scoreboard. Dover trails Slays Anthem 21-9. And Damian Glendez connects with Jalen Morris for a touchdown. It's 13-13 in the third quarter up in Felton. 1st and 10 for the Cape Henlopen Vikings.
Crossing routes.
Incomplete pass. Closest receiver looked to be number 29, Saez.
Yeah, they had 3 receivers down here and ran crossers, but they didn't get to the somebody didn't get to the correct depth, or the ball was deep. I don't know, but that's what they were trying to do.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Upstate score, Wilmington Friends at the half leads Caraval 14-12. We'll have Caraval down here in a couple weeks when they play Cape Henlopen. As Davis breaks through and looks like he has enough for the 1st down. It's going to be close. So 1st down for the Vikings.
Tough runner.
Maybe
I like
not.
him.
No, they're going to say 2nd and short. 2nd and 1. Actually, less than 1 for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Motion goes to the far side. Handoff to Davis. Steps back in the hole and gets the 1st down.
Yep. They'll reverse out belly action again. They like that. We haven't seen the tray or the reverse in a bit. Best 3 plays: tray, reverse, the waggle with the boot off.
Smyrna currently ranked number 2 in the state behind number 1 Hodgson, the defending state champs here in Division 1. They have play Sussex Central next week, which will be a big Northern Division game. Dan Burgess takes a snap, looks to his left, throws the quick pass out. Oh, incomplete over the head of number 15, Javon Burton. Brings up a 2nd and 10. This young man's got some zip on the ball, too.
Yes, he does. Strong arm. Just not sure Burton really, they were kind of directing him before the snap about where to line up.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Ball at the Smyrna 42. They trail 38-13 here in the third quarter.
Twins eye. Counter tray. That may be the first time they've stopped that play.
maybe no gain on the play.
Yeah, they like to run it to the right. They get the drive block off of Rupert, and that creates a pretty big hole. But
Give him a gain of 1 on the play. It brings up 3rd and 9. I formation. Davis deep in the I. Oh, reverses out. Gets himself out of trouble. And he's going to run for it, and he's going to be hit and knocked out of bounds. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, the outside backer for Smyrna was kind of shocked when he saw him with the ball. He had settled in. But brings up a 4th down. Smyrna's we're at 45-second mark.
Fourth and 5 for the Vikings.
Trips.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs. $14 seconds left to play in the quarter. And we're going to go to the Juwan Johnson trivia question.
Hi, I'm Juwan Johnson, your local State Farm insurance agent, here with this week's State Farm trivia question. The Henlopen Conference has won a total of 28 state football championships since the tournament began in 1971. What school won the first state championship for the Henlopen Conference?
So back to action. Smyrna 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Sanchez rolls to the left, incomplete. When we come back after the 4th quarter, you heard the question. I'll have the answer to tonight's trivia question. Who was the first Henlopen Conference team to win a state championship in football? The Juwan Johnson trivia question. Juwan Johnson State Farm in Dagsboro. 8 seconds to play here. 8.5 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Empty again. Nope. Now he's
and
back.
Moves back to the backfield.
There's 6 in the box.
Pulls it out from Knight and hits the other Knight around the right side, crossing over, gets inside the 50. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. Your score at the end of 3, Smyrna 38, Cape Henlopen 13. We'll be right back after this timeout with the answer to the Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question. Any. Nope. 1975. Caesar Rodney. Middletown wasn't in Henlopen Conference.
In life, some things just go together. Like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. In life.
And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. Getting ready to start the 4th quarter. Here's the answer to your State Farm, Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question. The Henlopen Conference has won a total of 28 state football championships in the state tournament that started in 1971. What school was the first state champion for the Henlopen Conference? It was in 1975. The Caesar Rodney Riders were the first ever Henlopen Conference state championship team. That's your Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question. So here we go, 4th quarter, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Knight comes back in motion, puts two guys in the backfield. And just like that, Romeo leaves. So we still have trips to the left. Knight going to the left side. Cuts it back in, cuts it back out. This kid's got moves. And he's going to take it inside the 35, out of bounds. First down for the Eagles.
Davis on the tackle. His 5th of the night. Plus doing a great job on offense. He's busy.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Trips to the right. Knight moves back into the backfield to the right of Sanchez. Little flare out to Knight in the backfield. Makes a man miss. And looking to go down the right sideline. Cuts it back in. He's going to be inside the 20, inside the 15 for another first down. And that's going to put us back in the Lasher Barbecue Red Zone. The Red Zone brought to you by Lasher's Barbecue on Long Neck Road in Millsboro. First and 10 for the Eagles.
Shell on the tackle. Hard to see with the little bit of glare going on here to the other side.
And they got all kinds of guys bunched up there at the top of the screen.
They got a one-on-one over here on the left.
Does have a safety over the top.
Yeah, with a little bit of room to work here. Going to the fade in the corner.
To Earl.
He got it.
No,
oh!
Couldn't keep it going down.
When you put 4 into the boundary, short side of field, yeah, just off by a little bit.
Second down, second and 10.
He wants. I think he wants to run it again.
Hey, he just lost it on the way down.
Sanchez. Look at you signaling to the coach.
Second and 10 for the Eagles. Ball inside the 15, looks about the 13-yard line.
Unless he's going to take them in route this time. No, they motioned over.
And there it is, another fade. And
what a catch.
This time Earl's got it.
What a catch.
As he's backing up, makes the catch.
They literally came back and said, run it again. Wow, they're good. They're good.
Touchdown for the Eagles. Jermaine Earl from Aiden Sanchez makes it 44-13. And out comes the Earthquake offense. Going for 2. 10:58 to play here in the game.
That was a heck of a catch. And a heck of a throw, by the way.
Wayne Knight goes into the Wildcat. A little bit of a pistol look there. And they move back over 21. Dominic Albin moves back into next to the right of him. And Knight's going to take it right side. Extra point is good. 46-13 for Smyrna. Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back with more fourth quarter action.
Never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship for an amazing value. Create your new home that will serve you better. Create a Capstone Home. Home has never...
And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. Your score 46-13. Smyrna Eagles lead. Couple of scoring updates on the Barclay Heating there. Out of town scoreboard. Still 13-13 fourth quarter. St. Mark's and Lake Forest. And then 21-9. Salesianum Anthem leads over Dover. I think this Lake Forest St. Mark's game, it's going to tell us a little how good the Henlopen South is this year.
Yeah.
St. Mark's with a big win over Conrad last week. And then Lake Forest losing to Smyrna. Ball rolls down inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line where it's picked up.
He can scoot.
By number 23, Chancellor Johnson. He's going around to the far side of the field, gets out across the 30, and it'll be 1st and 10. For Cape Henlopen.
Eric Larson's 3rd stop of the evening.
Starting to get a little, well, it's already gotten a little chippy, and it's just starting to continue now. 1st and 10. For the Vikings at their own 30. You know, they've done a good job at killing some clock here, Tack, but this Smyrna offense can strike so fast.
It's incredible. And when they come back in the huddle and say, okay, let's run the same play again.
Right.
And I can see from the press box, that's something else.
Trips to the right for the Vikings. D'Ambrosi takes a snap, steps up, throws, incomplete. You know, look at this kid at, you know, maybe 10, 11 high school football, or not even high school, 10, 11 football games in his career, and how he climbs that pocket and just rips the ball.
He's a good player. He's a heck of an athlete. I enjoy the way he runs the offense.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings. I formation. Davis off the right side, following his blocker, number 70, Jack Thompson.
Counter Trey again.
Going to bring up 3rd down. Gain of 1 on the play.
Look like number 44 on the stop. I think it's Porter.
3rd and 9. 4th quarter, 10 minutes to go. And D'Ambrosi goes back to the shotgun. Davis to his left. Oh, in trouble and sacked. Number 5, Eric Larson. It's going to bring up 4th and long. 4th and about 16. Larson's had a pretty good game defensively, Coach.
Yes, we're bugging on him a little bit.
Yeah.
He also had a special team stop. So he's hit all of them.
Under 9:30 to go. Cape back to punt. That's D'Ambrosi. 2 returners back. Standing around their own 45 for the Eagles. And Smyrna's going to take a timeout. And guess what? We're taking one with them, folks. We'll be right back with more 4th quarter action.
What the hell's a timeout about?
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that. Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here. Ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity. Something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual.
Yeah, week 2 is not supposed to be cold. And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. We're at the beach in Lewis, Delaware. 9:17 to play here in the 4th quarter. And Cape ready to punt it away. D'Ambrosi back. 2 returners back for the Eagles. And D'Ambrosi, oh, I think that might have been blocked.
His own man, I think, hit it. I think.
And now there's some confusion over. I think Cape's trying to say Smyrna touched it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not a first down.
Yeah, right.
This isn't the backyard.
Right. So it's going to be Smyrna ball at around the 30. Now the referees are discussing it. He signaled like it was a block. So So there you go. Smyrna's ball. 9:05 to play.
Second offense coming in for Smyrna.
End of the third quarter, St. Mark's, Lake Forest, the Spartans all knotted up at 13. First and 10 for Smyrna. Let's see who our new quarterback is. Can't see a number yet.
I think.
No, it's still Sanchez.
To me, get him out of there.
All right.
He's too valuable.
That's a handoff to 21. Galvin. He's going to pick up a couple on the play. Brings up second down. Game of about 4 on the play. Brings up second and 6. Ball down around the 26-yard line. Sanchez in the shotgun. Galvin flips the formation. Low snap, gets it up, and Sanchez going to throw out to the side. That's the number 20, Michael Romeo, and he's going to cut back inside. I think he's going to be short of the touchdown.
I mean, between him and the Knight brothers, it looked like there's a mold
Right.
that they have up in Smyrna
Right.
to bring these running backs out of.
So we are in the Lashers red zone again. First and goal from about the 1-yard line. Got a whistle on the play here. 8:02 to play. So Sanchez is going to go under center, something we don't see very often.
You know, I'm not going to say anything, babe.
You're going to chew that candy bar is what you're going to do.
No, it's not candy.
Sounds delicious.
It's granola or something my wife is making me eat. I don't know.
Loss on the play. It's going to bring up a second and goal. And I think we have another update in this Caesar Rodney Central game that's going back and forth. And yes, sir, it is. Caesar Rodney now on top, 16-14. So the Riders, they're looking to go 2-0. I don't know what point that is in the game. So we're going to have a second and goal from the 10. And I believe we have officials timeout here. And back to action. 46-13 is our score. 7:32 to play. Galvin switches sides. Sanchez takes a snap. Hands it out. No, throws it out to the side. That's number 14 on the reception, Elijah Archibald. And he's going to get about a yard on the play. It's going to bring up third and goal from the 9. And we have I believe, a equipment timeout. A little shooken up on the play. Elijah Archibald.
Yeah, something with his helmet. I'm not sure.
And we have a new quarterback in the game. I can't quite see the number. Was it 18?
18.
Brian Wright, the sophomore, enters the game. And he hands it off to number 21, Galvin, and just has nowhere to go. And that's going to bring up fourth and goal for Smyrna.
I mean, I'm glad they got Sanchez out of there. I mean, he's the real deal.
Right.
And it's getting chippy. Don't want to take a chance
No.
getting him banged up. He's a real deal. I don't have any problem with the running their offense. You run what you run.
So we have a Cape player Looks like injured getting off the field. Sounds like a field hockey game out there right now, all those whistles. And it says electronic whistles. Wright takes a snap, throws to the back corner of the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete, broken up by number 4, Keyshawn Matt. We've called that name quite a bit tonight.
Yeah.
So 5:38 to play in the game. Cape takes over, 1st and 10. Be from about their own 8 or 9 yard line. Folks, stick with us after the game. We'll take a commercial timeout and come back with our Louis Pizza Player of the Game and our active pest of the game. 3:30 left in that Caesar Rodney Sussex Central game. Caesar Rodney leading 16-14. 1st and 10 for the Vikings, ball at their own, call it the 9 yard line. D'Ambrosi in the shotgun.
There's the reverse.
That's number 23 on the carry, Chancellor Johnson. He's getting a few touches tonight. He played a pretty good game on defense as well.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
2nd down for the Vikings. Gain of about 3 on the play, brings us 2nd and 7. So back-to-back weeks that the Eagles have put 40 on the board, 40 or more on the board. And, you're talking about a team that's
he'll reach 1,000 yards by week 3.
Yeah. Two backs this time in the backfield to the right of D'Ambrosi. D'Ambrosi rolls to his right, throws down the field, has a man open, incomplete, intended for number 15. Burton brings up 3rd and 7. One thing about these COVID-limited crowds is you get to hear a little bit more of the game.
Yeah.
Jim.
You can actually hear the coaches
Right.
yelling and actually some of their calls and what they're doing.
3rd and 7 for the Vikings. 4:46 to play in the game. They trail 46-13. D'Ambrosi jots back. There's a flag on the play. Middle screen to number 33. That's Wells. And he's going to be short of the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the play, which is probably going to be a procedure. As they were in motion on that play. So what it is, a legal procedure, that's going to make it a 3rd and 12. So back inside their 5. So the ball right around the 5 yard line. 3rd and 12 for the Vikings. D'Ambrosi takes the snap, rolls to the right. And looks downfield out to the little out pattern. Incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down for Cape Henlopen. 4th and 12 for the Vikings.
Just a little short on that. I know he's over at the sideline, so I don't know what they're going to run a play.
They are. They're going to go for it on 4th.
4th and about 12.
Unless they quick kick it. Oh, they're going to run a play. He's a little inside handoff to Davis. Gets across about the 10 yard line. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Smyrna's ball, 1st and 10. So turnover on downs, and the Eagles will take over in Lasher's red zone.
Best barbecue in the world.
Yes, it is. I think they might be.
Did you try anything else when you were down there?
Yeah, I've had the pulled chicken. I've had a little bit of everything. I might get out there a little more than I need to. You know what I'm saying? Sean and Lisa Lasher. Their son played football 2 years ago. He was on that Golden Knights State Championship team.
Okay.
Out last year with a torn MCL in lacrosse the spring before. So Brian Wright remains in the game, number 18. Next to him, number 21, Dominic Galvin. Switches formation. And passes out to number 20. That's Romeo. And he's going to get the ball about the 9. We're going to have a stop as the helmet comes off. It's going to bring up second and goal.
Davis, been a busy young man tonight.
St. Mark's takes the lead in the fourth quarter, 20-13 over Lake Forest. Battle of the Spartans in Felton. Under 4 minutes to play here. Second and goal from the 9. And it's going to be handoff to 21. Galvin, he's going to take it down inside to 5. I think he got out of bounds.
Wells. Wells on the stop for Cape.
Brings up third and goal.
3:33 left.
Into the backfield as Galvin's helmet came off. It's number 7, Denham Smith. Third and goal for the Eagles. And that's a handoff to Smith. Touchdown.
Made a heck of a
Eagles.
cut. He made a heck of a cut to break into the end zone.
I believe that might put this to a running clock.
Yeah. Youngins put one on the board.
52-13 for the Smyrna Eagles, and the clock will continue to run as we get to that 35-point difference.
No earthquake for the little guys.
And that's going to be point after is good by Galvin. And that's going to be 54-13 as the clock continues to run. So, Coach, I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm going to call it.
Yep.
Our player of the game, Louis Pizza player of the game, Aiden Sanchez.
I got the bug. Whatever you want him.
All right, we'll get that next. Aiden Sanchez,
Yeah,
22 of 30, 438 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
I'm not laughing. It's that's amazing.
Those are Madden numbers.
Oh, that is just amazing.
So our player of the game, Aiden Sanchez of the Smyrna Eagles. And after this kickoff, well, let's wait because we got to get your bugs up on the screen because you can't announce that unless the bugs go up, right?
The bug's got to be there.
So, minute 30 to go here in the game. Smyrna will kick it off. I think they're going to let that clock run down as much as they can. Ball's going to be taken about the 20-yard line by Davis. Makes a couple moves, cuts back to the inside. Nothing there, and he goes down. Coach, The ants have made it to the screen. Tell us, who is your Active Pest Solutions Pest of the Game?
Eric Larson.
Eric Larson.
3 tackles, a sack, and a special teams tackle.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Larson.
And an emotional player, too.
Right.
And it was hard to pick because there's a pile. I even considered.
Well, even player of the game. I mean, you look at Will Knight, but heck, who dishes the ball to him? It was Aiden Sanchez. So.
And those 2 inside D tackles for Smyrna, I felt gave them trouble with their snaps also.
Right. Toss out to number 26, Thomas Messick. Ooh, big hit by number 29.
Almost a snot bubbler.
Isaiah Maxwell.
Yeah. That went fast.
Yeah, he got to, and that clock's running. And the clock runs down. It's going to be a final score. The Cape Henlopen Vikings fall at home. 54-13. And, Coach, we're going to stay. We're going to go quick to a commercial timeout and come back with our post-game stats. As Dave Marvel's already added them up. He's ready. So we'll be right back, folks, in just a minute.
Sent his wife up to warm a car.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that.
Yeah.
Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here. Ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity. Something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual.
Coaches aren't even, they're not supposed to be doing that.
And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. Your final score, the Smyrna Eagles 54, the Cape Henlopen Vikings 13. Your Louis Pizza Player of the Game, Aiden Sanchez. And your Pest of the Game brought to you by Active Pest Solutions, number 5, Eric Larson. Let's go through the stats from Scott, brought to you by Scott S. Smith. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. He's down in Dagsboro on Main Street, Selbyville on Main Street. Cape Henlopen, 234 yards, total yards, 84 passing. 150 rushing, 13 first downs. For the Eagles, 513 total yards, 438 through the air, 75 yards on the ground, 16 first downs. I don't believe there was any turnovers in the game. Individually on the night, Wayne Knight, 8 carries, 75 yards. Also received 8 passes for 134 and a touchdown. For Cape Henlopen, Jaden Davis, 25 carries, 135 yards. Pretty good game and a losing cause for Davis. Yamir Knight, 8 catches. He was 8 catches, 134 with a touchdown. Wayne Knight, 5 catches, 181, 2 touchdowns, and that spectacular run he had off the catch. And then Davis, 3 catches for 63 yards. Let's talk about the quarterbacks. Dan Brogy, 8 of 18 for 84 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not a bad job on the bottom side of the score. And then Sanchez, our player of the game, 22 for 30, 438, 5 touchdowns. Those are your Scott Smith, Edward Jones investment, making sense of investment. Those are your post-game stats. Final score, the Caesar Rodney Riders, they pull it out. They go to 2-0 with a 16-14 win over Sussex Central. So it looks like the Henny North and the Henny South might be a little more competitive than we were thinking. So your thoughts on this game here tonight, Tack?
Well, I really thought the Cape came out with a good plan, with the power eye, and the way they had built some people on defense. It's just difficult on such a great team, and you're not going to see a quarterback throw for 400 yards in a high school game.
Right.
So we're spoiled. We've seen this 2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very special quarterback. And then you look at Jermaine Earl, the catch he had on the fade in the end zone. There are some very skilled people. Cape should not hang their heads. Get ready. They have a big game with Milford coming up. But they're just Smyrna's just flat out good, very good, and it was something to see them 2 weeks in a row.
Next week we head to Old Millie, where we will see the Cape Henlopen Vikings travel up. 7 o'clock game, pregame at 6:30, and they're going to take on the Milford Buccaneers. Sadly, no local college football to go to, but hey, we're almost back. Big Ten got back last week. I think Pac-12 is this week or next week, so we at least can watch it on television.
Tomorrow night at 7:30. It's going to be interesting to see Penn State, Ohio State. I think it's going to be very interesting.
Right. For Linda Marvel on the camera, Dave Marvel on the stats, for Jim Tack on Benny Mitchell for Delaware Live, that's a wrap. We'll see you next week, folks. Have a good night.
He's the pest. He's a special team tackle. That's why he had a sack.